There once was two hardcore Ironman brothers who loved to do skilling together, as far as from mining rocks to woodcutting trees and even fishing. Until one day one of the brothers decided to get brave and travel far into the Falador mines and had fallen to a king scorpion. He was no longer a hardcore Ironman, and now he was just a regular Ironman, but still was capable of doing everything that his brother could do. But for some reason, all of their friends were still making fun of him for losing his status. He did not understand why all of these people were making fun of him, as he could still do everything that his hardcore Ironman brother could still do. In fact, he could even do more than his brother, as he was no longer living in fear while skilling. His brother was too afraid to do things such as winter tot, sully mushroom trees, or even Zaya rune crafting, as he was in worry that he would lose his hardcore Ironman status. The Ironman brother wanted to do these activities, so he did them by himself without his brother for the first time. He even had hoped that one day all of his friends would forgive him for losing his hardcore Ironman status, and see just how much more content he was actually bringing to the table. With all that being said, guys, I do hope you enjoy this content still and continue to watch the Ironman series, as I do plan to go pretty far on this account, in fact all the way to max. Enjoy the series, guys. Thank you. Starting the episode off by gathering our first willow bird houses. Hopefully this is a better upgrade than the oaks that we were previously using, and we got an acorn. Very nice. But anyways, I'm probably going to be doing these throughout the entire episode, but I will try to only include the important stuff so it's not so repetitive, guys. This is just, it's too good, and we're going to be doing this quite often. So I need to start making some compost potions, as I do plan on doing farming soon, as I mentioned. I definitely don't want to plant the oak saplings that I obtain with no compost, so at the moment my goal is to just make some normal compost and then get our herb lore level up. Then we can make a compost potion and turn our normal compost into super compost. So that is the plan. Let's get it. So unfortunately, this is all of the potions that I can actually make, because all of the other herbs I don't have ability to actually make the potions with those, because I don't have access to the secondary ingredients as a level 3. So unfortunately, we're only going to get one level off of these, which is right here, level 18 herb lore. Now I need to figure out how to get the rest of the herb levels. My man, Rick Turpentine, giving us 640 GP. Thank you very much. We definitely needed that. We were running very low on our money. But as you can see, we are over at the Motherlode mine. I'm just going to be here for a little bit while I'm thinking of what to do next. Can't hurt to get some mining levels knocked out of the way. 40 mining. Now we can mine some gold ore. Very nice. Decided to knock out the Goblin Diplomacy quest, as we do need some crafting experience. 26 crafting. There it is. We just got to keep this skill up with our hunter level, and at the moment our hunter levels are flying by. So there was a rumor going around Camelot that somebody had been murdered within the Sinclair mansion. I could not let the great people of Camelot live in fear, so I had to figure out exactly what went on here at the mansion, only to come find out that Lord Sinclair himself was the one to be murdered. I had to pull out my inner detective skills to help ease the minds of the great citizens of Camelot to figure out exactly what happened. I started by investigating the actual murder scene, and after investigating a few items within the room, it was very clear to me that this criminal was by no means an expert, and I figured that this could be very easily solved with a little bit of work. The most obvious way to catch this criminal was by matching their fingerprints with those that were found on the criminal dagger at the murder scene. So I went around to everybody's room to gather their personal items. God damn it, drunken dwarf. You're ruining my dramatic investigation scenes. Get the hell out of here. Where were we? As I was mentioning, nobody is safe within this mansion, as I will quickly find out whose fingerprints match those that were found on the criminal dagger. You know what I find suspicious, Stanford? Not one person in this mansion mentions you as the gardener, or that they think that you could even do the murder. Well, I'm not so easily fooled. I got my eye on you, Stanford. You better watch your back. Turns out everybody within the mansion bought some poison from this guy right here at the local pub. Time to figure out whose story doesn't match up. You better have one good reason to why you bought that poison. Helping the gardener, huh? I knew it. Anybody with an investigation skill of a third grader could come to realize just who did this murder. Bro, if I was hiring you, you would have been fired a long time ago. I just did your job in 5 minutes. It was Anna and that creepy gardener you got walking around here, alright? Murder mystery quest completed. My detective skills paid off. 27 crafting, 2K gold coins, and this nice looking silver necklace, if I do say so myself. Let's get out of here. So earlier, I realized that I wasn't going to get the herblore level to actually make the compost potion, so I just went ahead and made my own super compost through the compost bin. And then I also mined some volcanic ash while I was doing a birdhouse run. And then I turned that super compost into ultra compost, gathered my acorns, and went ahead and planted the 3 oak saplings, or the acorns that I had, for some good farming experience. So I decided to knock out the General Wartface subquest for Recipe for Disaster, as it does give us some nice experience. As you can see, we managed to get 18 farming from it, 28 crafting, and 17 cooking as well. So very easy quest to knock out for a little bit of experience. Overall, not too bad. It is time to check on our first trees that we planted. This one looks to be solid. Hopefully none of the other trees actually died on us. But let's go ahead and see how much XP we get from this. I don't know what level it's going to get us to. 19 farming. We're only going to 23 at the moment, so we can do the giant seaweed, but this is a very good start. We have 2 more trees to go check out. The last tree got us to 20, and this one gets us to 21. So I need a couple more acorns to actually get to 23 farming. I'm glad I decided to do these while doing our birdhouse runs. There is 41 mining. The agility grind begins. I have to stay here all the way to 50 agility, and there is our first level, 31 agility. But I don't think this is going to be too bad as far as grinding. Just because I'm so used to the higher tier agility courses that take 10 times longer than this does, so hopefully this goes by faster than I originally remembered it to be years ago when I first did this all the way to 50. Come on, we need some acorns. A willow, that's not too bad. Banana and a orange tree seed. Well, another banana. Well, we need some acorns. We can't use any of these until we get our farming up. Got ourselves another mystery box while doing some agility. 1 body rune.
Threw it on the ground.
Alright, so our hunter levels are flying by so fast that I need to get to the next tier of birdhouses, and we need the crafting level. So I'm literally crafting everything that I have. Unfortunately, this does not give us a level. I don't want to do gold bars because I don't know, man. I just kind of want to wait until I have 99 smithing to use all my gold ore that I would get from Motherlode Mine. Just because at that point the cape counts as smithing gauntlets. So I really want to try to avoid using gold ore. So we have to come up with a different way to get our crafting level up to the next tier of birdhouses. I'm not too sure how I'm going to do it just yet. Alright, so I am going to do a method to get crafting levels, and I am aware that this is probably not the best method. But as I don't have much GP, and I just want to get these crafting levels as soon as possible, I'm going to be mining these silver ores, and while I'm waiting for the silver ores to respawn, I'm going to be mining the clay as well. And then we'll just make the clay into some pottery and silver bars into some jewelry and get our crafting levels up. For now, this is not... I'm only going to do this until teak, until we get to the teak tier of birdhouses, and then I probably won't ever do this method again. So, look at this guy staring at me. Am I going to have to take you out like I did the highwayman? Back off, bud. Listen, man, I did warn you. I did warn you. All right, guys, do not be this guy right here. I was mining this rock for 2 minutes, and he just hops in and just mines the silver ore. Now, if you're hopping around and mining every world, I get it, but he's not even hopping worlds. He's just sitting here on the same world. You're telling me that you can't find an empty world on a member's world for silver ore at this mine. I find that very hard to believe. Please tell me this gets me 35. No. Gotta go get some more. I'm going to dedicate my RuneScape days destroying every single scorpion within this world. I am so tired of these things. Like, why? Why did they even put these in mines? Last bars for tiaras, if I had my mold. There we go. This is the last bar right here. 35 crafting, and now I have access to make teak birdhouses. Don't ask me how I'm going to get any higher tier than that, but for now, this will do. Just grabbing a few inventories for birdhouses. Oh my god, that chompy bird just got destroyed. Okay, well, yeah, we're just going to get a couple, and then by then we'll probably be at the next tier birdhouses, so we'll see how that goes. Ooh, an acorn. I'll take it. Oh, we can actually catch his empling. No, come back, please. Please come back. Got nowhere to run now. A chocolate cake. Well, that's disappointing. Level 40 agility, which unlocks us, you guessed it, more Varrock rooftops. Okay. All right, our first time planting the teak birdhouses, and we get 39 hunter. Hopefully these birdhouses, these teak ones, give us a little bit more loot than these willow, because currently we are getting absolutely nothing from these things. I totally forgot about this agility pyramid for money. We actually made it all the way to the top without failing our first try, so this is easy 10K. I might stay here for quite a while and get a nice cash pile going. I totally forgot about this place. Okay, well, we almost made it the whole way. Oh, 8 HP? Oh my god. Hope I don't fail again. Okay, well, for some reason, I didn't bring food to Agility Pyramid. I don't know why, don't ask me, but do I risk it? 2 HP, 1 jump left for the 10K. I mean, we're not a hardcore Ironman anymore, so you know what? YOLO. I'm doing it. Let's go. Okay, you know what? Wasn't even worried. First time gathering from our teak birdhouses. And we get 40 hunter. We can now place 3 traps, guys. We are moving up in the world. These games are coming in super fast. But yeah, hopefully these do us more justice than the willow ones, which they should. And you also might be wondering where my outfit went. Well, turns out the agility pyramid does hit 10s, so we won't be doing that anymore. 50 marks of grace at only 44 agility. I have not been paying attention to the stack at all, but that's enough for 1 piece of graceful, I believe. But I really don't feel like running all the way to the rogue's den just for 1 outfit, so I am going to hold on to them for now. Hello, willow seed coming in. Ooh, and an acorn. 2 acorns. Even better. That is what I like to see. Oh my god, never been so excited about an acorn in my life. We have a total of 3 of them. That is plenty to go get ourselves 23 farming. I am going to go plant these right now. Let's go. I also got to get the diving gear for the giant seaweed, so I got to talk to this guy because I forgot to do it previously. Came all the way over here to get our gear, and I totally forgot to talk to the cook in the lumber's kitchen, so now I have to go back. What a waste. Okay, well, while we're already over here, I have our lucky 10K that I got, so I have a method of getting to 45 crafting now through the molten glass, so I'm going to be buying these buckets of sand and soda ash. I need about 700 of them, I think, to get to 45 crafting, so that is what we are going to do. So this should give us to 700 of each of the items. Yep, a little bit more than what we actually need, but more does never hurt. And we still have 4K gold left, so I'm going to go smelt these into molten glass so we can get working on that. I'm actually getting quite a bit of experience just from smelting these molten glass, and 40 crafting. Oh, I actually kind of forgot about the crafting guild. Nice. I don't know if there's anything in there that we actually need, but we have access to it now, so that's always good. There it is, 45. We're going to be sticking with the maple birdhouses as the next tier is mahogany, and we really don't have any way to actually obtain those. Those acorns I had earlier are finally done growing, and there is 23 farming. And now, as you can see, we can plant giant seaweed. Now, the whole reason why I wanted to do this was for the XP. I don't know if I told you that, guys. And just to get a small collection going on the seaweed. And, ooh, a bird's nest. What do we get? Another acorn? What are the odds? Well, guess we're planting another one. Thank God I made those fish bowls earlier because I totally forgot that you needed a fish bowl to actually obtain the diving gear. But there it is. We have it, and now we can officially go plant the giant seaweed. And I'm going to be honest, this actually looks kind of pretty cool for the fashion scape. We might actually keep this on. The acorns are flying in, boys. We just got another one. At this rate, our farming gains are going to be insane. I really hope once we get 30 farming, it stops giving us acorns and starts giving us willow seeds instead. But I'm not complaining at the moment. We're over here getting some maple logs. That way I can make some maple birdhouses. As I mentioned before, this is the highest tier that we are actually going to be able to do until we unlock use, which is 65 crafting to make. And that is a lot of molten glass, and don't have the time for that at the moment. Mahogany is actually the next tier, but we don't have access to a mahogany tree, so maple logs it is. 52 wood cutting, just getting it up so we can get it to 65 for the Solicap mushroom trees. That is how I pronounce it. So if you got a problem with that, well, too bad. All right, that's how we're saying it. All right, this way we have something to do while we do our birdhouse runs, and we get the fossils for Slayer. A nice little genie lamp. Thank you, Mr. Genie, a.k.a. Will Smith, for the lovely Slayer experience. No level, unfortunate. Alright, so this is the second time I've gotten this random event. First time recording it. Let's see what we get. Hopefully something good. Come on. What do you give me? That is exactly what I got from it last time. The exact same thing. I don't even know. What is toad flax used for? Okay, well, I don't know what it's used for. I can't find it. I just know that it's pretty pointless because I've never used it before. I guess nothing uses it. I don't know. I'm probably blind. Oh well. Level 60 woodcutting. Now we can take a little break because now we can chop yew trees, but most importantly, we can get into the woodcutting guild. So I have to get my house favor up, the Hasidius house favor. We're already at 15%, but we need 75%, I believe, to get into the guild. But I'm just going to go all the way to 100. We chop 3K willow logs, and we have 4K gold. So I can't do the fertilizer all the way until 100% favor because I can't afford all of the compost. So I am going to do the fertilizer to 45% and then do the mess hall, which will give us some nice cooking levels. We will do the mess hall all the way from 45 to 100% favor and then get into the woodcutting guild from there. I know I only need 75, but we might as well knock it all out while we can. Can't remember how much the compost is. 2K for 100, so I need 300 compost to get to 45, so that means I need 6K gold, which I do not have. I'm going to go mine the saltpeter while I think of how I'm going to obtain the gold. Got ourselves the first fishing Evil Bob on the account. Going to get some nice fishing XP here. I don't know if it's going to get us a level. Yep, it does. Level 28. Nice. We're over here at the silk stalls, getting a little bit of GP. I'm going to sell this silk later on. This was the quickest way I could think of to get some GP to buy that compost. 37 thieving. So I have to wait a little bit before I can sell those silk that I stole. Otherwise, he'll just scream for the guards. I don't remember how long. But while we're over here, I decided to do some Arceus favor. Get some rune crafting XP from these nice books here. Hopefully I don't accidentally click magic. That would be tragic. Not as much as I thought. But then again, we are only level 9 rune crafting. Now level 10. I don't remember how fast that scales up, but not too bad. Alright, so the only other time I actually did this method was in Twisted League, and for whatever reason, I feel like it is different, because the books keep resetting here. I've only been here about an hour, if that, and the books have reset like 4 times, so I'm thinking they reset faster than they did on Twisted League. But anyways, there is 12 rune crafting. Probably going to stop here and go sell our silk so we can finish the Hasidius favor. This is our last inventory of silk, 10.5k. That is plenty to go buy our compost. Let's go get it. Hey, 24 farming. Alright, just finished up all of our compost. Let's go ahead and turn this in. Yep. There it is, 45 favor. Now we can go do the mess hall, I believe. Do I need a cooking level for this? I didn't even look this up. Probably something I should have thought about. I don't even know where it would be in here. I don't know. We'll go look. I think we need a cooking level. I'm just not sure what cooking we need. We'll go look. So we actually only need 20. We're 17 at the moment, so we can quickly get those last 3 levels. I feel like this spot should be used more often for fly fishing. This is a nice little spot to do it. But yeah, we'll be here just for about a couple inventories just to get to 20 cooking real quick. Then off to the mess hall. Easy level. First inventory. 3k XP drop, not too bad. I could not find a world that was actually in need of these meat pies, but 56% favor. Easy. This should be the last inventory. 100% and 34 cooking. That was too easy, man. This house favor is by far the fastest to achieve. The mess hall is just too OP, man. Finally, after all of our hard work, we can now enter the Woodcutting Guild, and now the gains finally will begin.